Hello everyone, I'm Asia Kamukama from Uganda. I'm the co-founder and country director Maendeleo Foundation. Maendeleo Foundation is a non-profit organization that was started in 2007 with the goal of promoting computer studies and skills in rural schools and communities in Uganda. In most of Uganda, there are no computers, and access is really hard, especially for people that are deep down in the villages. So we designed a mobile solar computer classroom that reaches out to the remotest of villages in Uganda. I founded Maendeleo Foundation because of the inspiration I got after my first practical computer lesson. My first computer lesson, real practical one, was after university. And it was a life-changing experience for me because I was working at a library and I was tasked with coming up with a database system for over 30,000 books. And I tried so hard, got about 10 volunteers to help, but it didn't work. So one day I got a volunteer from the US. He came with a laptop and he did more work than we had done in weeks. And that is what, got me looking at this machine, and I'm like, I need to learn this thing. By the time it can do more than I can do, I have to learn it. So when I learned it, I realized that I had come out of the education system thinking I'm so ready for the market, and I didn't know anything. So I wanted to share this experience with the rest of the children in Uganda, and that's why I'm doing this. The mobile solar computer classroom is a very simple design. We just got a car, took seats out, to be able to transport all the materials we need to conduct a computer lesson to communities. And the classroom consists of 15 classmate pieces, 2 teachers, a custom designed software, which is related to our communities, language, and it's able to let children learn at their own pace. And with that, we just moved to a location, set up a classroom, and we set off. We have 2 mobile setups. One is dedicated to schools, and the other reaches out to community libraries because most children do not go to school. And if we concentrate on it in schools, we will miss out the children that don't have access to schools. So with community libraries, we're able to reach out to those children that are out of school and even train community members to adopt the use of ICT to promote whatever they are doing. Now, the most exciting thing about the mobile classroom, it has been a learning process for us. We began by installing computer labs and trained teachers, community members for 2 weeks, and we went back after 3 months. All the computers were full of dust and no one was using them. So that was an eye-opener. As much as we wanted to promote ICT in rural communities, they were not ready for this. They didn't have the skills, and they didn't have the motivation and the confidence to run this. So that is why we came up with the mobile classroom, so that we take the skills to them, and after we've gotten them a start and interested in ICT, then we work with them to be able to get computers to their schools and communities. The software we designed, the Empower software, it lets our students learn at their own pace. There is no pressure. They take charge of their learning in their local languages, and it gives them confidence because they're in charge of their learning. Our setup is funded by awards, grants, and corporate sponsorships. Our major focus is on corporate sponsorships because we are building a system, we are building a foundation for an industry, a computer services industry, and these people need to invest in this because the future are these children that we are training. They're going to be the consumers, the employees, and so they need to really invest in this. And our annual expense is $80,000 US, but broken down according to the number of people we reach, it costs only $12 to reach a student and teach them computer for a year. So it's that cheap. Why do we do this? I am not a professional teacher, but I love teaching, and the reason why I keep doing this and sell it to other people to join our cause is because of those smiles I see on the students' faces. Our learning system is really boring, and when we go to the classes and communities, there is a lot of excitement, you know. So we break the monotony of teaching in communities and in schools, and as a result, we build confidence in the students, and it also improves on their academic performance. And for community members, some of them are now getting interested in learning. Some people have never even learned how to write their name, but when we bring computers, they want to use them. And for them to be able to use them, they need to start learning. So in some of the community libraries we've gone to, adult classes have kicked off because of that. We also build competent teachers. Most teachers in Uganda are so afraid of computers. They have no access, and they don't think they really need them. So with this program, we are able to promote their skills, build competence, and demonstrate that they can use computers to research and provide more relevant teaching materials. The most exciting thing about this whole thing are the results that we see every day. When we walk into a community the first day, for most schools, they're like, no, you guys, you're going to take, you're wasting our students' time. We have all these subjects to concentrate on, and you're coming to take that time away from them. So there are times when we've been chased from our school, and it's very sad. But then later, after the next school we go to shares how important this is, the schools always call us back. So at the moment, we've trained 28,700 people since operation. We started operating in 2008, even though we were incorporated in 2007. We've reached more than 13 primary schools, but 13 have been able to adopt computer skills as part of their trainings. Now, in most of schools in Uganda, it's about theoretical teachings, and computers are like an extra activity for a school. So for them to actually put it on their timetable and work hard and get computers to their schools is really important. Then 2 of the students that we trained with this was the first time we went to a community. We didn't even know what we were doing, but to hear that, years later, 2 students were motivated to take IT as a subject and now doing it at university, it's really impressive for us. And then for communities, now in most rural communities, people are illiterate. They don't even see the use of a computer. But when we go, everyone gets so excited and they're willing to learn. And as a result, we've worked hand in hand with community libraries to put computers and internet in their communities. And the most important thing about that is now people are using the internet to help them search for information, especially farmers. They are now looking for agricultural information. And our most recent success story is one of the farmers groups in one of the libraries that we trained was able to get new species of trees, and they're selling these trees to their community members, schools, and they're getting income from that. So it's really empowering to see that people are actually benefiting from that. I know all of us are here because you did one thing. You didn't go to a post office to post your acceptance letter to come to this conference. You either clicked a button or touched a button, accept, submit, whatever you did. And that is exactly what we are doing. Now, we talk about globalization, but for it to be very effective, especially in Africa, we have to invest in these very basic skills. This year, I think it's a month ago, we launched our Vision 2020. Very ambitious vision, but we know we are going to achieve it. We want to reach 10,500,000 Ugandans with our basic computer literacy and to expand our work in at least 3 different countries, African countries, Congo, Rwanda, and Kenya. And we believe we can achieve this. Of course, we can't do it by ourselves. We have to work with different people that believe in our cause and are ready to get onto the bandwagon. Thank you.